Hi there, this is Tatia, and welcome to It's Wrestling Time Post Show. It is Saturday, January 25th, 2025, and tonight I'll be talking about Saturday night's main event. Alright, so this is the second main event. Thanks, I realized that. This is the second Saturday night's main event. The first one was in December. We're going to talking about this contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Remember on SmackDown, Nick Aldis said that Shawn Michaels was going to moderate this because he didn't want to do it. So, of course, they're in San Antonio, so HBK got a massive pop. Shawn Michaels. I'm already watching. Shawn Michaels is from San Antonio, Texas, and I actually really like this contract signing. As you guys know, contract signings, wrestling celebrations, championship celebrations, and all of this stuff always ends terribly in the world of pro wrestling. I don't think this was any different than a normal contract signing, but I actually really like this segment between KO and Cody Rhodes. Kevin Owens wearing a Cody Sucks Eggs, which was a tribute to Terry Funk, who also wore this Dusty Sucks Egg. So Kevin Owens is just being a massive troll with the shirts that he wears. So it didn't end terribly. They're not this contract signing, but this didn't close the show, actually. This was in the middle of the show. So, HBK sides with Cody Rhodes. And, basically Kevin Owens tells him that he's not surprised, considering they're similar to each other. And Kevin was basically talking about that once he wins the Rumble, he will give everyone a champion that they can be proud of, a champion that, won't lose his smile, obviously referencing Shawn Michaels there when he lost his smile. And they both hang the titles on the little thing. And, Kevin Owens attempts to cheap shot HBK, but HBK hits him with the sweet chin music. So, I like how, Shawn Michaels says that Kevin Owens is jealous of Cody Rhodes. He basically says that he's jealous of everything Cody Rhodes has. But this was a really good segment. I actually really like this. I'm glad they put this in the middle. So, this was good. All right. Saturday night's main event kicked off with the WWE Women's World Championship match. It was Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. This was an okay match, but it was obvious Rhea Ripley was going to win. There wasn't a second in my mind that I thought, Nia Jax is going to win this. No, his hands down, Rhea Ripley was going to win this no matter what. So this was an okay match. The WWE Intercontinental Championship match, it was Braun Breaker versus Sheamus. This was also a really good match. I felt like if there was one title that was going to change hands on tonight's show, it could have been the IC title. It could have been this one, and I wouldn't have had any issues with Braun Breaker losing the IC title to Sheamus tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if KO appeared on NXT to get back at Shawn. Oh, that's a good one, yeah. Obviously, Rhea was winning, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about this. You're right. It wouldn't be a surprise if he did appear on NXT. There was a spot where Sheamus was running and Braun Breaker caught him with the spear, which I thought was a really cool part. But overall, I thought this was a good match. Braun Breaker was victorious. He pinned Sheamus, so Sheamus' quest for capturing the IC title continues. I feel like let me see. Sheamus has been chasing that IC title for 14 years now. Close, but no cigar. LOL. I feel like this has to come to a conclusion. It's probably going to come to a head at WrestleMania. Like I said, I feel like out of all the title matches, Sheamus will win the IC title. I mean, technically, he should have won last year, honestly. I mean, 2 years ago. He should have won the IC title when he was in that triple threat with Gunther. But I understand why they did that. I really do. But I could see him winning at WrestleMania. He's been chasing that title for so long. It's the one title that has eluded him. Once he wins that title, he will be a Grand Slam champion. It's ironically, like him and John Cena both haven't won the IC title. So I do see Sheamus getting his WrestleMania moment by winning the title. But I just feel like out of all the titles tonight, like this could have changed hands. But I guess we'll have to wait and see what the plan is for WrestleMania. We're gonna see Braun Breaker versus Sheamus again. That's why I figured like if Braun Breaker was going to lose tonight, it would have made sense because then they can do the rematch down the line, and then like Sheamus and Braun Breaker could do different things at WrestleMania. But Ultimate Grand Slam champion, yeah. So we have to wait and see. But it seems like Sheamus would get his WrestleMania moment by winning the IC title at WrestleMania. All right. We get Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu. I have to say, like, I was really looking forward to this match. There has to be pyro if Sheamus wins. Oh, yeah. I really hope there is, and I hope people bring their earplugs because when they played the Cody Rhodes pyro at WrestleMania 39, my ears, I thought they were going to... Yeah, he needed some earplugs for that one. So make sure, I hope people bring pyro, bring earplugs if they have pyro. So this was the Monster Among Men versus the Samoan Werewolf. Like, this was, as Big E would say, big meaty men slapping meat. So I was actually really looking forward to this. And I actually didn't think it was a bad match. I really didn't. But the thing was, like, this ended in a DQ. Like, Braun Strowman won by disqualification. And what ended up happening was, like, Jacob Fatu kept hip-tacking Braun Strowman. You need earplugs for all pyro. Thank God I bought mine for WrestleMania last year, right? I wish I would have known. Shit. I almost that really hurt. My ears start buzzing from that. Jacob annihilated Braun. Yeah, he did. He kept hitting him with the hip attack. And he wouldn't stop. He would not stop. Like, the ref attempted to stop Jacob Fatu from hip attacking Strowman. I don't even know how many hip attacks he gave. I lost track after 4. And he knocked the ref down. He grabbed the chair. He threw it at security because security was coming down. He did 2 moonsaults to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman was busted open from the mouth. And then Tama Tonga came out and he tried to get Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu came back into the ring, and the fans were telling him to do a 3rd moonsault, and so he did the 3rd moonsault on Braun Strowman. The fans were egging him on here. But yeah, I just kind of feel like they probably wanted to protect Strowman and Jacob, but it's I feel like it wouldn't have hurt Braun Strowman to lose this match cleanly. He should have just taken the pin to Jacob. But maybe I guess this feud isn't over, so that's why this match ended in a DQ. So then, yeah. Sounds like a waste of time match. Yeah, it kind of was. I will say this was good, but it pales in comparison to when Bronson Reed tsunami Strowman on the hood of the car. I will say that. I think that was much more epic, but this was still not pretty bad. And so the main event ends up being the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, Gunther versus Jey Uso. Now, I have to say, Jey gave it his all. He did go toe-to-toe with Gunther. And I thought this was a decent match. But I have to say, Jey Uso's name is Main Event Jey Uso. But he hasn't won a world title. I mean, yeah, he briefly won the IC title, but they did that to incorporate him back into a Bloodline storyline. So, no surprise he lost here. No, I talked about that at the beginning. It was really quick because really that was a decent match, and Rhea was retained. Unless I did forget, then forgive me. But yeah, it's no surprise Gunther won here. I was expecting him to retain. I did not think that Jey Uso was going to beat. No worries, Io. I did not think the Jey Uso was going to beat Gunther here. I think that I feel like this was really obvious that he was not going to win. But overall, I really did appreciate like the look and feel of Saturday Night's main event. They had the old school microphone, and all the refs were dressed up old school. The show sounded like a waste of time and predictable. I'll get into that right now. I really did appreciate Jesse Ventura's commentary during the IC title match. Jesse Ventura is just like really good on commentary. This is Jay's for a world title shot within a year. Yeah, and he's lost every single one. So, I like I said, I really appreciate the old school feel to this. That was really good. However, I feel like when you compare this Saturday Night's main event to the first one that we had in December, I actually really like the one in December a lot better than I did this one. I feel like this one, all the matches, pretty much like all the title matches there, we're not going to change hands, and that's why I said if there was one title change that could have happened, would have been between Braun Breaker versus Sheamus, because there was no way Rhea Ripley was dropping the title to Nia Jax, and there was no way Gunther was dropping the title to Jey Uso. So if there was one possible title change, it would have been Braun Breaker and Sheamus, and I really did like the contract signing between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Bringing Jesse Ventura was nice as always. Yeah, definitely. I think Jesse Ventura definitely adds to Saturday Night's main event. Like I said, his commentary during the IC title match was actually really good. It's always a pleasure hearing him, especially as someone that I didn't grow up with Jesse Ventura on commentary. So it was a real treat to hear him to hear him twice now on both Saturday Night's main event. But overall, I thought this was an okay show. It wasn't, this felt like it was more like a house show, like a televised house show. You really could have just, they need to bring back, yeah, they do. They definitely do need to bring back Jesse Ventura for all of this. Sheamus should put his career on the line at this point if he wants another shot. Oh, I like that possibility, Io. That's a good one. I like that. Like, did you mention that? Like, I really like that. I could see that happening at WrestleMania, if especially Braun Breaker is still IC champion, and he refuses to give Sheamus another title opportunity. I could see Sheamus putting his career on the line. It'll be the title versus a career do or die for Sheamus. So I really like that, Io. Good idea. But overall, I thought this was okay. It wasn't bad, so to speak, but you really all the matches were predictable, and you really didn't miss much if you missed this. So on a scale from a 1 to a Shawn Spears perfect 10, I'd say this was a 6 out of 10. It wasn't bad. Matches were okay. Really did like the contract signing, but aside from that, you really didn't need to see this. Win the IC title, retire. I like that. All right. So with that being said, thank you guys all so much for watching and for the continued support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to hit that bell so you get notified whenever I go live or when I release a new video. And I'll see you guys Monday after Raw. Bye.